I would like to invite P.S. Kurt Meyer, who is the Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister. He has spearheaded multiple successful digital transformation projects, revolutionizing the public sector and enhancing service delivery through cutting-edge technology and innovation. Permanent Secretary Meyer remains committed to fostering leadership excellence, and I can say that I've observed this myself working with him in Trinidad and Tobago, strengthening institutional frameworks and driving long-term improvements within the public sector. He is dedicated to governance, innovation, and public service. Thank you and welcome, P.S. Kurt Meyer.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to the meeting organizers, speakers, panelists, and attendees, and members of the media. Trinidad and Tobago is not a country in active conflict. However, to channel George Orwell, we are in a state of non-peace. Unlike other countries in the region, countries experiencing high rates of armed violence, resulting in homicides, gang activity, gender-based violence, and other forms of criminality. This non-peace is a cancer to social cohesion communities and undermines our economic development. The government of Trinidad and Tobago, having recognized that crime is not just a criminality, but also deficiencies in health, education, and social services, has been using a whole of government approach to solve this security issue. From a gender-based perspective, these issues affect women and girls in ways that are often unrecognized. Women and girls often bear the greatest burden for gang and gun-related violence, but are excluded from the opportunities to be part of the solution. Over the period 2019 to 2022, our records show that we have had a total of 8,829 reports of domestic violence. Data from our National Violence Hotline have revealed that a number of reports of over 1,600 over the same period. When we drill down into the data, the victims are predominantly women and girls, with the vast majority, over 90%, being under the age of 35. During this period, 144 persons lost their lives as a direct result of domestic violence. The majority of these deaths were women. Our path towards fulfilling the WPS agenda began in May 2023. Trinidad and Tobago became the first member of the WPS Focal Points Network. We established a cabinet-appointed intersectoral advisory group consisting of members from the government, judiciary, law enforcement, academia, UN Women, and the United Nations of Trinidad and Tobago. This advisory group was responsible for drafting the first WPS National Action Plan, which focuses on addressing gun and gang violence. Ladies and gentlemen, our WPS agenda emphasizes the critical role of women in peace building and conflict prevention. Trinidad and Tobago aims to enhance safety and security, develop effective prevention strategies, increase women leadership and participation. The plan comprises 5 integrated priorities, and these are outlined below. The plan seeks to increase research and data on gun violence. It seeks to increase social cohesion and address the socioeconomic drivers of gun and gang violence, social and behavior change strategies, and to strengthen state institutions, while at the same time addressing climate resilience, inclusion, and safe spaces. The plan has a number of activities, and I will just list a few of them here today. Research to develop linkages between gang violence and gender-based violence, developing a national parenting program within communities and the education sector, reestablishing a Hearts and Minds program, engage women's networks within faith-based organizations as gatekeepers to provide safe spaces for trauma-informed discussion, adapt the Boys and Girls Club model to offer in and out of school programs for youth, scale up of our retiree adolescent partnership program to promote the role of senior women within marginalized communities with experience to help reduce the levels of crime and operate as agents of peace. Implement the Barbershop Initiative, which targets men who may be current or former gang members. In January 2025, we launched an integrated gender-based violence monitoring and information management system called Umbono. The system was built in-house using local resources, and in its brief 2 months of operation has allowed us to intervene directly in incidents of domestic violence. And we are optimistic that we will see a drastic improvement with our new intervention strategy. We also intend, with partnership of UN Women, roll out of foundation programs within youth clubs, sports clubs, community centers, and after-school centers. We also plan to integrate the WPS agenda into the Safe City program and implement the program within at-risk communities to create safe, inclusive, and resilient public spaces. This plan is currently before Cabinet, and we hope that it should be approved by the end of this month. We have a long path ahead of us, but we are confident that with this plan, we'll be able to achieve the WPS agenda. Trinidad and Tobago is willing to partner with any country in the region to provide information on our process for developing the plan and to show the path to creating an integrated system to manage domestic violence. As I end, I would like to thank the Canadian High Commission and UN Women and WINAD for their collaboration and support during this process. Thank you.